Hello my dear friend, this is Phil again. Welcome back to my channel. I heard some news that Bethesda secretly buffed certain weapons on the PTS, specifically to the Tesla rifle. The post also compared the screenshot of the Pip-Boy damage number of the same Tesla rifle with the sniper barrel. And the screenshots shows the Tesla rifle have higher damage number in the Pip-Boy on PTS than on the live server. But is that true? Is that a hype or is it a buff? Let's find out in this video. So let's quickly do a test on the live server. And this is the plasma rifle I'm going to use during the test. It's the anti-armor Tesla rifle with vicious capacitor and a lined sniper barrel. The ballistic damage is 71, energy damage is 87. And this character is a proper sniper build. It does not have tenderizer or adrenaline encrypted to make sure all the tests will be consistent. Let's use this level 50 turret as our test subject. That's 273 per shot. Let's do another shot. It should be 273. It's exactly as we estimated, 273 damage per shot. Now let's quickly swap to the PTS and use exactly the same character and the same gun and same test subject to find out whether we do have a buff or it's just a hype. Now we are on the PTS with the same gun. Let me quickly show you. That's exactly the same gun. Bethesda just did some UI improvements to make the description of the legendary effect much more readable. And they also put the capacity of your magazine here. Also your fire modes here as well. That actually describes the weapon in a much more clear way. I really like it. But that's not the important point. The important point is we have exactly the same ballistic damage, 71, but we do have a higher energy weapon damage. It's 106, and on the live server it's only 87. That's a big boost if we only look at this figure. However, what does it actually mean? We have to test and find out. Now let's use this level 50 turrets again. We did 273 damage per shot on the live server. How much we can do here? 251. Now I don't know why, but we actually are doing less damage. Now let's try again. That's 251 again. And quickly check our stats in the Pip-Boy. The damage doesn't change. It's still 71 and 106. But the actual damage to that level 50 turret is actually less than the live server. To be frank, I'm actually expecting the same damage on both the PTS and the live server. Because what I know is this damage number is higher on the PTS is purely because Bethesda is changing how exactly Pip-Boy calculate the damage. On the live server, it does not take into a lot of extra factors that actually affect your weapon. But on the PTS, Bethesda has added all the possible elements into the calculation of the Pip-Boy. So that's why we saw the weapon's energy damage is higher. In this specific case, it's because the aligned sniper barrel. This barrel actually adds additive damage to this gun, but it's actually added twice. That's how it's coded. There are two different damage multipliers has been added to this gun by applying this sniper barrel. On the PTS, both multiplier has been used to calculate the Pip-Boy damage number, where on the PTS, only one multiplier has been used. That's why you saw a much lower energy damage on the live server, but it's not accurate. On the PTS, this new higher energy damage is actually a more accurate number. So the news about Bethesda increased the energy damage for plasma rifle is the hype. Unfortunately, it's not true. There is no buff to this gun at all. And as you just see in my video, this gun actually did less damage on the PTS comparing the live one. which is very much unexpected. I will dig out more to find out why it did less damage. It might be perk difference, but I did double check. There's no difference in terms of perk loadout. And I hope it's not another nerf, to be frank. But it's definitely not a buff. So that's the message I want to pass on to you guys and spread it to your dear fellow communities. There is no buff to any weapon in the PTS at the moment, not according to my knowledge. Whenever you see something, make sure you test it by yourself. Alright, that's everything for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. But until next time, Against out.